How's everyone doing? My name's Dan. Welcome to the Give Me a Hull Wrestling podcast for Monday Night Raw. I'll be taking you through Cody Rhodes appearing on Miz TV. We are getting Money in the Bank qualifying matches from the women's division, Becky Lynch versus Sonya Deville. We're also getting one of the Raw's newest members, Zoey Stark, going up against Natalya. And then we've got a great main event, I presume it's going to be. Seth Freakin Rollins defending his newly won World Heavyweight Championship against Damien Priest from the Judgment Day. See you in a sec.
Hello, this is Shotzi Blackheart, and welcome to Gimme a Hole Yeah! I hope everyone checking this out in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day.
How's everyone's weekend been then? Have we got up to anything exciting? Have we been up to much? Oh, we're going. Hello, Leo. How are you doing? I'm not doing bad, thank you. You had a good weekend? Anything exciting happening? Thank you very much for the love on Facebook, Leo. We appreciate that one. But yeah, I do have my usual. I've got my snacks at the side of me. If you don't know Leo, I'm known as the Snack Monster or the Snack Master. So near enough every single Monday Night Raw, I have a pile of snacks for me to go through. Usually we do have Sassy in, one of our moderators on YouTube, but at the minute she's not feeling very well, so she said she's going to have a night off from putting up with me, really. We are only a couple of minutes away from Monday Night Raw, so while we're waiting, I'll show you a couple of the snacks I've got. As usual, anyone who knows me knows I do like a good pepperami, so I've got a good set of pepperami. I've still got some more savoury stuff, so I've got roast chicken flavoured strips with a barbecue dip. I don't know how I feel about that, but it sound good to me. I've then got a cherries and berries sweet cup thing. So you can see it's got all the sweet goodness in there. Marshmallows, sort of cherry stuff. The problem is I don't like cherry flavoured drinks, but I don't mind cherry flavoured sweets. I know it's weird. How are you doing, Michael? Super tired? If you need to go to sleep, Dojo, go straight to sleep. That's not a problem. And then as a little treat for myself, I've got some wafer rolls. They're basically just sort of wafers filled with, these ones are a coconut flavoured cream. Absolutely delicious. So Leo's had a great weekend spent with the daughter. That's good. Watched wrestling and Super Mario. Nice. What's the Mario film like? Because I've heard a lot of people say it's good. A lot of people say it's a little bit meh. Did you enjoy it? That's the main thing. They all look like good snacks. Oh yes, I don't bring rubbish snacks. So we're just coming on. We're getting the then, now, and forever. Michael's going to stick around for a little bit. Also watch NWA for the first time in a while. Yeah, they're not doing some bad stuff. Tyrus was their world champion at the minute. Used to be Brodus Clay in WWE, didn't he? Yeah, supposedly they've built him up to be an absolute monster and he's looking really good. Mario was actually good. Little one loved it. That's good. How are you doing, Wong? When did I join the Beatles? I mean, they did recruit me last week. Usually if I straighten my hair, instead of just wash it, let it dry naturally, It goes quite careless, so I have to brush it back. But if I straighten it, I sometimes get it like this, which looks quite cool. It's a bit of a change. I quite like it. Max getting a lol. He deserves it. It was a good one. Did Coco Chanel sit on my head? No. I had Vidal Sassoon sit on my head. So we're starting off with Seth Freakin Rollins wearing a awesome gold suit and the World Heavyweight Championship. Crowd properly hyped for him at the minute. Very loud singing along from the crowd, as always, with Seth Rollins. It's nice to have a world champion show up, innit? Seth in the ring with the crowd lit up, with the crowd in pitch black, really makes him stand out. Looks so good. So yeah, Seth Freakin Rollins versus Damien Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship tonight. So off-Raw topic, that's not a problem. It's still wrestling related, dude. Don't worry. Friday night sucked because kind of love LA Knight, but I feel Montez definitely belongs in the Money in the Bank match as well. I said the same thing. We did all say the same thing. If you'd have put Angelo Dawkins in the match instead of Montez Ford, it could have been LA Knight win with that roll up, holding the ropes like he did, and then you could have had Montez Ford say, well, I'm going to enter the Money in the Bank competition or qualify for the competition as well to get revenge on LA Knight, and I thought that would have been a great little story. It would have been absolutely brilliant to have him in that match. He's so good. I reckon he's going to be a main event talent at some point. Michael saying hi, Wong. Looks like the women's titles will be the next to change. Yeah. I think pretty much Triple H is just literally going slowly around the belts and just changing each one he wants. And Mark says, Wong. And to Jack, hey baby, how you doing? Is that Dom? Is it Anne? Is it Sam? Oh, sorry guys. Both needed to be in the match. Yeah, I agree. There would have been there would have been so many good spots that could have been done in that match with LA Knight and Montez Ford, or just Montez Ford in there. It's Dom. Hey Dom, how are you? Thank you. Oh, thank you. So you really, really like my hair this way. It's different, isn't it? I used to straighten it all the time, and then I decided not to for a little bit. Looks well, smart. Thank you. Thank you very much. Gonna grab a snack. Don't worry, dude. Go for it. You know I love the snacks. Seth's just basically saying that he's going to be here defending titles on Monday Night Raw. He'd throw out an open challenge, and it's been answered by Damian Priest, which we know that. Could be the start of the Profits and Bianca heel 10. Yeah, I've said it for a little while, and I want Bianca to turn heel. She had to lose the title to force it, which I think is perfect. So Seth is basically saying he's here to fight the best. When I left the barber, did I say I feel fine? The journey's a bit of a helter-skelter, do you mean, Jack? Brock will v Cody 3 will be SummerSlam. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Leo says, I hate to say it, but Ford is the superstar. Dawkins is the mighty Jannetty. I hate I don't mean it against Julia because it happens with everyone. I hate it when people compare a team to Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty because we know that Montez Ford is probably going to be the star, but Angelo Dawkins could surprise us. I think he could be a lot better than people expect because even he's very athletic. He's so good. I mean, I know what you mean, and I know the comparison. I know it's not meant in any disrespectful way, but I'd just love to see Angelo Dawkins get a good sort of push as well. So we've got part of Judgment Day come down, Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Michael's got some jalapeno chips. Not bad. I'm not a big fan of jalapenos, though. Damien's basically just said that he's out here and it'll be just him tonight. But then Seth is saying that Balor's out here. Does he hold your hand when you go to the kitchen, stuff like that? I love Finn when he's being a petulant child in a way. It's really funny. Michael's had pulled pork sandwich, chicken fingers, and a salad. Good dude. That sounds good. Is that woe for Seth's music, or is it woe for the jalapenos? Dawkins would be a great face. Yeah, I agree. Love to see him. Same thing happened to Otis and Tucky, Enzo and Cass. Yeah. I know they're going to probably turn him heel at one point and turn on Montez to push Montez forward. But I don't think you need to do it. I think it could be like the New Day where you have them both separate, but still be very amicable and have each other's backs, but basically push each other up the card in a way. More hair comments. I could make a good Shaggy for a new Scooby live action movie. That'd be quite. I'd love to be in a film with Scooby Doo. I don't think my accent would work though for it. No one would understand me. Damian Priest is saying tonight he won't fall. It doesn't need Dominic. He doesn't need Rhea or Finn. Oh, Finn looks a little bit annoyed at that. When the barber asked, "What did you want?" Did you start by saying, "Dear Prudence"? Think the turn on Finn soon. I don't know. I think Judgment Day might stick around a little bit longer than you expect because they are doing exactly what they need to. They are being on TV week in, week out. They're getting opportunities. Maven's big on Scooby-Doo. She can hook you up. I mean, I think it's like a Lego haircut. It just looks like you can pick it up, take it off, and swap it for a different hairstyle. So Seth has basically said that Balor should stay in the back and stay out one-on-one on his own with Damian Priest. Damian Priest accepted, and then Balor's like, "No, what are you doing?" I would quite like to see Damian Priest win. I think it would be a really, really big shock, but it would help really push Damian Priest because he's so good. Nice. I mean, the only thing that I've done is washed it and straightened it instead of just washed it and hair drying it. Lego Luke Skywalker. There we go. Yeah, easy. It looks like it could. It literally just looks like it's a wig, I think, at times. What are my thoughts on Finn Balor and Damian Priest? I love them. I think they are a great team. All of Judgment Day are working well together. You've got the experience of Finn Balor with the experience of Damian Priest because he's been around the block a few times. And you've got Rhea and Dom, which as a team are really working well together. And then with that, you've got Dominic Mysterio being lifted up by everyone else in the Judgment Day and helping him really sort of hone his skills and get better on the mic, get better in the ring. Because when he was the face person with Rey Mysterio, it was a bit boring, I think. And the heel turn really reinvigorated his character. Oh, we're getting Becky Lynch coming out now. Last one here reminds you of Wayne's World. Go on, you can say it all night. You can say stuff all night if you want. Lots of Star Wars Lego. I mean, up on my shelf somewhere, I have got a Harry Potter one. Michael of Judgment Day. They are really entertaining. I agree. Becky Lynch is going up against Sonya Deville. I'm just getting the poll ready for you guys. Won't be a second. I think this one's pretty much a foregone conclusion, in all honesty. Becky Lynch is obviously winning. But we'll still do a poll for people, because we know people love the polls. Yeah. There you go. That should be in the chat, guys. Becky Lynch looks very nice, good. So, yeah, I agree. Becky is absolutely phenomenal. Looks the absolute part of a superstar and is absolutely brilliant in the ring. So, absolutely great in the ring. So, yeah, I agree, Huang. From what you've heard, Becky could be back Trish could be back near enough full time. Yeah. I think she's sort of doing like a Legends tour type thing where she's coming back, she's spending a bit of time helping to put over a couple of new talent, and then going back into retirement, which is probably why she's working with Zoey Stark now, because Zoey Stark is a new member on the roster, helps put her over, build her up, which is always good when a legend comes back to help the newer talent. I can't wait for a snack any longer. So I've got my pepperami as usual. I know there was only a couple of people in earlier on when I was sort of chatting about it, but I've got my pepperami as always. I've got roast chicken flavoured strips. And it comes with a barbecue dip, which sounds awesome. I've got some wafer rolls, coconut flavoured, which sound absolutely delish. And something different tonight. I've got cherries and berries. It's a sweet cup. So I've got cherry flavoured sweets at the bottom. You've got different ones in the middle, and then you've got marshmallows at the top. Can't wait to dig into them. Did I see Sergeant Slaughter's daughter had to go to Lacey Evans' new look? But Lacey actually saved Slaughter lied about being in them. I didn't see that, Jack. I'll have a look at it once I've finished on stream, but Lacey Evans is a full-on Marine, or she was a full-on Marine, so she can get away with doing stuff like that. She's absolutely great. I just think WWE is still struggling to find her character, or she's struggling to fit into her character that they've been given. We've got Cam in. How are you doing, Cam? Did you have a good weekend? So I've got Sonya Deville coming out now. Chelsea Green is following right behind. Wouldn't be surprised if Lacey is getting released by Mania. I wouldn't be surprised either. I think she was just a Marine police officer. I think that sounds about right. But still, a Marine police officer is still classed as Marines. Yep, still saved, Jack. It still counts. So, do we reckon Becky's going to win this one then? He lied about serving way worse. Yeah. I thought I bought some the other day, Michael. I went shopping and I could have sworn we picked them up, but I completely forgot if we did or not. I don't remember getting them scanned or paying for them, but I really want Baby Bell now. So Sonya Deville coming out quite aggressive to start with as the heel. So again, someone like Sonya Deville, I think gets a hell of a lot of stick, even though in the ring she is actually quite good. She's not bad on a promo. And I think she actually looks the part of a star as well. Did WWE threaten to take the Hall of Fame out if it turned out to be true? I don't remember. There's that many wrestling news items that I watch and read that I completely forget half of it. Becky's building up some momentum with a load of clotheslines. Leg lariat. Becky roll through, playing to the crowd, getting the crowd hyped up. And God, brush your teeth just before coming online. Snacks would be very welcome. That's why I don't bother, Jack, until I'm about to... I finish the stream and I've all done with my snacks and I'm going to bed. Becky with the Exploder Suplex. Becky was looking in the corner. Oh, Becky with a crossbody off the second rope. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Oh, we're getting Trish coming out now. So, obviously, Trish is with Zoey Stark to try and distract Becky. So, Becky with a standing switch. Sonya with another one, and Becky. Oh, Becky with a reverse slam. 1, 2. So, I think Becky's a little bit worried. Could smell the breath from floor's down. Yeah, that's fine. I usually have something that smells quite strong to make sure you get all of that smell through, Jack. Don't worry. It smells like what The Rock has been cooking for about 4 years, and it's still being fermented in a way, I think. Let's have a go on some of these chicken strips while we're on a commercial break. So I'm a big barbecue sauce fan, and the smokier, the better for me, really, a lot of the time. I do quite like a sweet barbecue sauce as well. What else do people like on barbecue sauce? Do they prefer the sweet? That's how sweet it is. Did I have to wait a time? I didn't have to. I just chose to, Jack. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Cheers, Jack. Sweet barbecue sauce is the one. Yeah, I know. The sweet barbecue sauce, that is such a nice smelling one. And then we've got little chicken bits. Thank you very much, Dom. That is absolutely delicious barbecue sauce. It's got the smoke in there, but it's also got such a sweetness to it. Yeah, I saw that one about 5 minutes before coming on. Vince was confirmed as being backstage. I think it was PW Insider that confirmed that one. Yes, this barbecue sauce is delicious on its own. I could probably drink that. Let's go for a pile of barbecue sauce. Look at that barbecue sauce. I am liking that. That is really, really good sauce. Just gonna have a bit without the chicken, just because it's that good. Yeah, I want a bottle of this sauce. It is literally that good. Going to save a bit more of it till later. So yeah, we're just coming back on to the qualifying match, Monday Night Raws. Becky Lynch going one-on-one with Sonya Deville. We've got Chelsea Green on the outside of the ring. We've got Trish Stratus and Zoey Stark at the top of the entranceway. They're trying to cause a bit of a distraction for Becky. So Sonya Deville with a suplex off the second row. Big impactful landing. Sonya going for a pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Becky. Jack saying it's a good matchup, this one. Yeah, I agree. It's been a good start so far. Both performers really good in the ring, I think. Becky's obviously got a bit more of the crowd sort of behind her, and a lot more of the fan base. Will I also get Fight Forever? I'm debating it. I'm not sure yet. I've got Hogwarts Legacy that I've been playing through, and I don't get enough time to sort of play it as much as I would like. So I think if I finish Hogwarts Legacy, then I will get it. Because if I don't, I won't end up finishing Hogwarts Legacy. I thought this was going to be a squash match, says Michael, but it's been pretty good so far, yeah. Oh, Chelsea Green with a kick to Becky on the outside. Raw's not allowed to be good. Yes, it is. It's been good the past couple of weeks. Last week was a really good show. People don't give Raw the credit it deserves. It is actually a good show now. The one that we saw after WrestleMania was absolute trash, but now it's got so much better. Don't worry, Jack. How are you doing, Catriona? Are you having a good day? Good week so far? Did you have a good weekend? Sonya Deville's got the upper hand, picking Becky up. They were going a bit of back and forth. Oh, Becky with an Insaguri to Sonya Deville. On Hogwarts Legacy, you can bang out the campaign in a long weekend, but the sheer amount of side quests. I mean, I do 5 days a week at work. Sometimes 2 nights a week I'm on here, so I need sleep beforehand. So I get in from work, I have something to eat, and I'm straight in bed. The other days is usually sort of times when I'm catching up on other bits of wrestling. So, like on a Thursday, I catch up on Dynamite. On a Saturday, I catch up on SmackDown. So it leaves like 3 days a week, and then them 3 days, it's just I want a quick chill out. So I just sort of have a break from everything. But yeah, I do want to sort of try and get back into playing Hogwarts Legacy because I got it before we went to LA. Played it for a good few weeks and then ended up going to LA, not been playing it for a while. And I just can't get back into it as of right now. So I might do it tomorrow. Might be going shopping, but if I'm not, then I might sit and play it. Becky was looking for the disarmer. Sonya being pushed into the ropes. Oh, Sonya went for a pin. Chelsea grabbed Sonya's legs, hooked them onto the ropes to try and sort of stop Becky from being able to kick out. Becky still ended up kicking out though. Jack's nearly finished a new Star Trek game, got it Friday just on level 39. Same number of WrestleManias. Yeah. The booking dream matches, King, is, yeah, some of the best dream matches I've heard over the past 5 years have been Catriona. Bex, 1, 2, 3. Gora, I think it was like a side slam type maneuver. Gets a 3 count, looks straight down the ramp at Trish and Zoey Stark, giving them an evil glare. So we've got Becky Lynch, we've got Zelina Vega so far in the Money in the Bank match. With the ankle and ataxia and the fact work hasn't got much money now, you only do 3 or 4 a week. Yeah, if I only did sort of 3 or 4 days a week, I'd probably game a lot more. Which I don't want to sort of get back into again. Like I said, I've got like 2 or 3 games that I've picked up, I haven't played for a little while. But then I always have a look on Game Pass for anything else on there. So the Bloodline implodes. Is it going to be an actual segment? So yeah, everyone put Becky Lynch to win that match. There we go. Catriana's already coming out with the amazing bookings. Jay White versus Finn Balor, Demon at SummerSlam, or Demon Balor. How much would people pay to see that match? I'm going straight in for another pepperami. Ooh. I'm going to dip the pepperami in the barbecue sauce. That is banging. Yeah. I know pepperami did do a barbecue pepperami at one point, but I haven't seen it for a long while. And I think I haven't seen it for like 5 or 6 years, but instead of green, it was a purple one, because they do a black spicy one and then they do a red hot one. But I want them to bring back the barbecue one. Love to see Demon Balor versus Edge at Hell in a Cell. I mean, I would as well. I'd love to see him get like a 20-minute match, 25-minute match. I'd also love to see a ladder being thrown by Edge, I think. So, if we're booking dream matches, I'll give you a person and you'll tell me who you would like to see them in a match against. So, who would you say the dream match is for Finn Balor right now? Apart from, obviously, Jay White, because we've said that one. So, who else would we want to see? Is it true we're going Danielson versus Okada? That is the rumour. That is the rumour for Forbidden Door. I mean, if that does happen, I will be sitting up and watching Forbidden Door. I don't care if I am at work the next day. Sami Zayn versus Jay White. Kevin Owens comes out and hits Sam with a low blow. Jay White hits a Blade Runner and wins. Yeah, I agree. That'd be amazing. Jack's gone Finn versus Seth. Why? He still more than deserves it. He does. I agree. Oh, I think Michael's picked a winner. Balor versus Darby Allin. That to me is a dream match. So we're going to recap of SmackDown from last Friday. Triple H was celebrating with Roman Reigns and congratulating him by giving him that newly designed Universal Championship. So to me, if we're doing Balor, I keep thinking Balor versus Okada. That to me is just Kazuchika Okada has been one of the best performers of the past probably 5-6 years. And Balor, who we know can have great matches. There's obviously the New Japan history there as well. So we're getting bits of a recap of Roman saying to Jay to kick Jimmy in the head. And we're getting the sort of recap of the full promo saying that Roman is the problem. Last Forbidden Door jackpot takeaway in, and the 5-hour pay-per-view was glued to it, drank two-thirds can of Coke, or 2 out of 3 cans of Coke. Michael can't wait for Forbidden Door, I know. What else was the other match that was announced? Omega versus Will Ospreay. I mean, probably the 2 best performers in the ring as of right now, or as of the past 2 or 3 years. Will Ospreay, I think, is probably the best British wrestler we've ever had. And then going up against the man with one of the highest rated matches of all time, again going up against Okada. Sting versus Darby. If Sting wins, he has to retire. But if Sting wins, Darby has to be put through a coffin. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Darby sleeps in a coffin, so I don't think that would be too out there. So we're getting the recap of Solo giving the Samoan spike and turning his back on his brothers. Roman afterwards, on the way down the ramp, Paul Heyman says, "What about Jay?" And Roman basically goes, "He's going to fall in line like he does the rest of the time." Punk surely has to go a match at Forbidden Door, probably against Charlie Haas. I don't know. After what's happened with Punk, I know people will still want to work with him, but I think there'll be a few people that are a bit hesitant. Michael wants Darby versus Minoru Suzuki. Oh, you don't like Darby, do you? You'll want to put him against Suzuki. He'd get absolutely torn to shreds. So we've got Sami and Kevin Owens backstage. And Sami saying the bloodline is not Sami's problem anymore. Ooh, we've got Imperium. Vince is saying as long as Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are holding the championships, they will basically always have a problem with Imperium. Oh, there's Gunther as well. The IC champion. Huge dream match for Michael would be Suzuki versus Walter. Yeah. I mean, Suzuki against Samoa Joe was an absolute chop fest. But Suzuki versus Walter will be unbelievable chop fest. Kevin Owens basically is being challenged by Gunther. So I think we could be getting that match in a second. Yeah, we've got Kevin Owens coming out. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Trent Seven, who will win for the United Kingdom Championship. Trent Seven is amazing. If we're gonna do Mustache Mountain, I would probably go Tyler Bate versus Will Ospreay. I mean, the one that you've got there, Catriana, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Trent Seven. You could do a tag team. Mustache Mountain, Trent Seven, and Tyler Bate going up against Zack Sabre Jr. and Will Ospreay. Oh my god, that would be a 6-star, 7-star match if they pulled it off. If Jack chops Suzuki in a dream, he wakes up and apologises. I'm not surprised. Michael does the same, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Suzuki is one guy that you are legitimately terrified of because you know full well that even if you accidentally spill his water, he will tear you to shreds. Let alone his beer or anything else like that. Catriana's watching the Bad Guys movie. That's cool. That is cool. But yeah, I mean, Suzuki is one person that could probably cause more heart attacks than anything else because you're that scared of him. Suzuki could easily affect your life. Exactly. Causing a heart attack could probably do that. But yeah, we're on a commercial break again, so not much is happening. Go to the bathroom then, Catriana. Don't worry. I'll still be here. But yeah, I mean, who else would we like to see go up one-on-one? Can you get over us in? Don't worry. As soon as we get the match announced, I mean, I've got it pretty much ready, but as soon as they're coming out and confirmed the bell rings, I don't want to put it in just in case. A rattlesnake once bit Suzuki after 3 days of intense suffering. The rattlesnake died. Yeah. That's very similar to some of the Chuck Norris ones, I think. Some of the Chuck Norris ones, I think, are amazing. They're so funny. I think one of my favourites was Chuck Norris once uppercut a horse. That's why we now have giraffes. Michael's going to go to bed. Good night, Michael. Thanks for joining. You have a good week, and we might see you Wednesday. So just about coming back onto Monday Night Raw, we're getting a recap. Well, not recap, a promo for 2K23. Dinosaurs looked the wrong way at Suzuki once. Yeah. I mean, I was going to say that there was probably around the same sort of time as Dinosaur Suzuki. But even just thinking it, I know he's probably going to come and attack me by saying he's old. How was your weekend going, man? My weekend was good. I was at work on the Saturday, but then the Saturday after I finished, went out for a few drinks with work colleagues. I had a really good night. What about yourself, Hassan? Did you have a good weekend? Did you get up to anything exciting? So it's official. Up next, Raw versus Kevin Owens versus Gunther. There we go. Because I've confirmed, I'll stick the polling for you, Hassan. There you go. I do prefer the old Imperium theme, I think, from NXT UK. Hassan enjoyed the OSC fight night. Good. And the NWA. Yeah, Michael said the NWA was a good show. NWA are actually smashing it out the park now. I think they're doing a lot better than people give them credit for. We're just going to read George R.R. Martin types the Game of Thrones books with only 2 fingers. No wonder the new book's taking years. Yeah. I mean, Katjana's back. Welcome back. We've got Gunther going up against Kevin Owens, which again is a match I think should actually be a lot better than people give it credit for. So Gunther with a sad headlock and then a takeover. Kevin Owens slowly making his way back up to his feet. We've got Vinci and Aichner on the outside, the rest of Imperium. We've got Sami Zayn as well, the other side of the ring. Gunther with a really long side headlock. Kevin Owens grabbing the nose of Gunther. Gets him off. But Gunther with a big shoulder tackle. Takes Kevin Owens down. Gunther with an armbar now. Kevin rolling through. Oh, straight right hand to Gunther. Let's KO get the upper hand. KO with a headlock and now with his own. Kevin Owens going for a shoulder tackle. Gunther just standing there. Right hands from KO. Oh, big chop attempt from Gunther. KO got out of the way, replies with his own chop. Right hands and then an uppercut, but then eats a big boot from Gunther. German suplex. Kevin Owens v Sami Zayn Extreme Rules match at WrestleMania 40. O will win. Jack's gone KO. Extreme is his style. Yeah, I agree. I probably wouldn't have an Extreme Rules match. I'd probably have like a Last Man Standing or an I Quit match. Because I think that story deserves an I Quit match instead of just Extreme Rules for the sake of it. Oh, Kevin Owens back first off the barricade. The barricade itself was rattling like mad. Sami Zayn shouting encouragement to KO. Oh, like a German suplex type onto the ring apron from Gunther. Gunther getting back in the ring. And we'll go to another commercial break. Commercial breaks tonight are already doing my head in. What we go. So 60% of people think Kevin Owens will win. And I thought, oh, it's 50-50 now. Kevin Owens versus Gunther, 50-50. So Prince Ali's in. How you doing, Prince Ali? Thanks for joining. So Prince Ali believes some shenanigans with Kaiser and Vinci. Brawling was in on the outside. And Riddle comes to Zayn Zayd. Sets up the IC title with Gunther at Money in the Bank. That's a great idea. Perfect booking, I think. I think that is pretty much going to happen. Unless you're coming to us from the future, I believe that will happen. And again, Prince Ali, we've had some really good bookings. Last man standing match, John Cena versus Jay Lethal for the TNT Championship. That's an interesting one. Because John Cena's obviously got his golden shovel. Buries pretty much everyone he can. I think Jay'd win that one. Jay's the person that is the main event star right now. John Cena was, but is at the point of helping to put over newer talent. Yeah, I think for me, I'd love to see John Cena go up against someone like Sting. A couple of legends just going one-on-one. I know it's technically two part-timers. Vince McMahon isn't a terrible booker, just not a faithful one. If he believes an idea isn't interesting, might as well leave for the Indies or something. I kind of agree with that. I mean, if he wasn't a good booker, he wouldn't have the most successful company in wrestling for the past 20, 25 years. It's been the number one wrestling company in terms of revenue, in terms of promotion, in terms of attendance. So I completely agree. I think that over the past few years, he has lost a bit of touch with people. And because of ratings and stuff like that, it's more interested in the instant rating rather than the long-term build. Kevin Owens, scooped up and slammed by Gunther. John Cena versus Just for Men. I mean, he is going grey now, isn't he? Kevin Owens down, struggling. Big elbows from Gunther now. Going for a head crank on Kevin Owens now as well. Moxley versus Reigns versus Rollins for Undisputed Championship. Who will win? You've gone for the one? I think if it was ever booked, that would be the way it would go. I would prefer Moxley to win that one, though. that egg in the nest. I know. It's huge. Gunther with another big boot to Kevin Owens. If you started having faith in wrestlers to carry the product, fans would have more of a positive reception. Yeah. If the performers aren't immediately getting a big reaction, he thinks they're not over, where sometimes you've got to build a character. And that's his problem, is he wants to see instant ratings, instant reactions, and instant crowd acceptance. But it's not. Look at how long we had to boo Roman Reigns until we got that heel turn. Gunther's looking frustrated. Hit KO with a huge chop as well. So Jack's broken in the new guy at work. Whenever he sees Jack enter the building, acknowledges him. I mean, I acknowledge you, Jack, don't worry. There you are. Modified Boston Crab. Oh, full Boston Crab now from Gunther. Katrina likes to give me Hull Championship. Oh, yes. It's a beauty, isn't it? There we go. On the side plates, we've got Dom and Dan. There we go. Punk was on SmackDown, so Punk versus Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam confirmed. KO's fighting back up to his feet. Right hands to the ribs of Gunther. Chop from KO. Chop from Gunther and drops Kevin Owens straight away. So I have basketball practice tomorrow, so I don't think you can join. I don't think we're doing anything tomorrow night, Catriana. So you're not going to miss anything tomorrow. Don't worry. Gunther going for a suplex. Kevin Owens fighting back. KO was looking for a fisherman suplex. Gunther counters that one. And Gunther with a huge clothesline. The belt is resplendent, Jack, don't worry. Have I been long without it ever? Not really. She usually come back to me quite quickly. Don't worry, Catriona, don't have to apologise. Gunther versus Suzuki, how could I forget? I mean, we did put in earlier on, I think it was Walter versus Suzuki. Yeah, Michael said Walter versus Suzuki earlier on, which again would be an absolute ridiculous match. Both men's chests would just look like burger meat at the end of it. It would look insane. Kevin Owens eats a clothesline, but stands on his feet and replies back to Gunther. Trading clothesline attempts. Gunther with a German. Kevin Owens replies with his own German to Gunther. KO's looking absolutely shattered. Catriana's waiting to check the calendar. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. You check that calendar. This is a match that I could see being on pay-per-view for the IC title. It's that good. KO back to his feet first. Right hand to forearm to Gunther. So with three more. Gunther with a chop, just dropping Kevin Owens again. Sami Zayn's on the outside of the ring, looking a bit worried. for Kevin Owens. And Gunther just kicking Kevin Owens now, just disrespectful. Oh, super kick from Kevin Owens out of nowhere. And again, right on the button. Third super kick. Gunther in the corner. Eats a cannonball. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Gunther. Beautiful cannonball from Kevin Owens into that pinfall. Gunther just making his way back to his feet. KO went for a stunner. Sleeper. KO escapes quickly. Drop kick from Gunther. Looking at a power bomb was Gunther. KO escapes and then we're trading chops. Oh, fisherman suplex. Beautiful. 1, 2. Kick out with Gunther. Side note, in LA, Jack did a tour of the Paramount Studios. Just seeing how cheap they make films and shows, but at the same time, so much effort. Yeah. Their making skills are massive. I know, some of the sets that they build for movies and TV shows are absolutely insane. Oh, suplex off the top from Gunther. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from KO. This is an absolute banger of a match. Ring General going up to the top rope. Really? Oh, went for a splash. KO got his knees up. Kevin Owens going up to the top himself. Swanton bomb to Gunther. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Gunther kicking out at 2 from a Swanton. I mean, this has got to be match of the night. One thing that's half of the massive studios is New York street set. Yeah, I'm not surprised. A lot of films, a lot of TV shows made to look like New York. Oh, there's a breakdown on the outside. Rest of Imperium attacking Sami Zayn and KO. KO with a stunner to Vinci. Gunther with a roll up 1, 2, 3 count. Gunther sneaks the win. That was an absolute banger. It didn't deserve that ending, I think. But it keeps both men looking relatively strong. But absolute banger of a match. 57% of people thought it would be Gunther. So the Paramount or Universal, but feel with Universal, you can't do it in a few hours. No, that's one of the things that put me off wanting to do something like that one, like that, Jack. Because I think you needed a good 4, 5, 6 hours to properly appreciate it and take in the magnitude of how big everything was. I don't know, some more of the barbecue chicken strip things. So we've got Miz TV with special guest Cody Rhodes. That is coming up later. So the new women's tag team champions Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler are coming up next. Will we get their first challenges announced tonight? We got Gabe Asher Gabe Asher, sorry about that. From Twitch, do you remember the Great Khali? Yes, he was a terrible wrestler. Supposedly he was a nice human though. Gabe's eating some chips, cool. I've got some barbecue bites. Chicken bites with a barbecue sauce. Yummy. With all the small details in Hogwarts at Universal, you need ages. Yeah. My sister's done it and said she was there for like 3 days and still noticing little bits. Great Khali actually killed a guy once. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He was terrible. He was a rubbish wrestler. He kept stealing Big Show's moves, and they had actually a fight backstage, which ended up to be a terrible fight by all accounts. I've actually got a bottle of butterbeer up on my shelf, Jack. This barbecue sauce is so good. I want to find out who makes it. If you've got to go, Catriona, you'll go, don't worry. What you got planned for the rest of the week then, Jack? Anything good? Apart from work? Properly hungry? Me or you, Jack? I'm always hungry. Like I said, I've already had 2 pepperami. I've only got 2 bits of chicken left. I've got my wafer rolls, and then I've got my sweet cup. I've got loads. That's why I'm known as the snack monster. No matter how you were doing. Did you have a good weekend, fella? Prince Ali's made his own wrestling promotion on 2K. Rocky's the world heavyweight champion. Patrick Bateman is the IC. Wednesday Adams is your women's. That's cool. That's really cool. So I've got Kathy Kelly backstage. I've got Matt Riddle as the guest. Hello, Norma. Hi, Prince. No, just work. Pay cut off on 15, so trying to get hours in. Want to finish the Star Trek game as well. Ah, cool. So, Imperium interrupting the interview. Oh, that was a bit of an attack. Finch is now in an ankle lock. Got everyone backstage trying to get Riddle off. So that's obviously setting up for Monday Night Raw next week, I think. On the 6th level, so hopefully tomorrow get through it. Yeah, hopefully, dude. Saw the opening segment with Finn, Damien, and Seth. Almost looked like a little tension between Finn and Damien. I know. It was when Damien said he didn't need Finn to win the championship. That was quite good. Balor just looked over as to say, really? So we're going to recap of last Monday. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler winning the WWE Women's Tag Championships. I've got Byron Saxton backstage now with the new Women's Tag Champions. So Shayna saying that last week they tortured and maimed 3 other tag teams to win the Women's Championships. So Nama hopes that it's not a sign of things to come, can see Finn interfering and costing Damien the match. That's a possibility. Oh, we've got Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, newest members of Monday Night Raw. They're stood side by side with Shayna and Ronda. They look absolutely tiny. That'd put a correct in Judgment Day. I would hate it as well, yeah. But Vince McMahon's backstage at Raw, so it wouldn't surprise me. So Shayna is saying that it's their first appearance on Monday Night Raw, so they're showing bravery. But tendons being broken, damaged, pulled apart is usually what stops bravery quite quickly. So I've got Ronda coming out now. Shayna's coming too. I'm quite surprised they haven't got a... Well, I'm not. I would like to see them have their own entrance music as a team, but Ronda's music, I reckon WWE paid a shed load of money to be able to use it and license it, so they want to get the money's worth. I've just seen a sign in the crowd that says Otis for president. I'd like that. I think that'd be amazing. No, I would love to see Damien on his own. Could be some epic singles matches with Damien as a solo. He's a phenomenal performer, dude. He's absolutely amazing. If you go back to, I think it was Progress Wrestling, where he was Punishment Martinez, he was a good performer then. He's not just a new kid on the block since coming up from NXT. He's been around a bit. You can go over again as normal, as in if as soon as there's a match announced. Ricky Starks versus Wesley. Ricky Starks versus Cameron Grimes. not Cameron Grimes, Carmelo Hayes. I think that would be a banger. Let's have a look at my reoccurring segment, Wrestlers' Birthdays. Let's see whose birthdays are on today. So we'll go off. I was going to say we'll go off yesterday, but the two people that's yesterday's are Kona Reeves, Priscilla Kelly. So people that not really well known. Oh, today we've got Ahmed Johnson, ODB, and we've got the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre's birthday. And then tomorrow we would have had Howard Finkel, WWE Hall of Famer, probably one of the most legendary ring announcers. We've got another Hall of Famer in Mick Foley. And then we've got superstar Billy Graham, who just recently passed away, so just before his birthday. And again, another Hall of Famer. That was tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, you've got Liv Morgan. AW's up, open more seats. Yeah, I had that one. Who was born June 17th? My sister. My sister was born 17th of June. Oh, that's another good birthday for that date as well. We've spoke about him quite a bit already. Minoru Suzuki, 17th of June. Hassan's cousin Jeremy. Oh, Leo Rush versus Orange Cassidy. I think that would be quite good. And that would be for the IC title. Hassan would vote for Caden. So just coming back to Raw again. We're going to shop promo now. Seriously, share your birthday with Jodie Whittaker and my sister. Yeah, 17th of June, 91. That's my sister's birthday. I share my birthday with the singer Shaggy, Arsene Wenger, who used to be Arsenal's manager, Christopher Lloyd, and Bad News Brown, D'Lo Brown, and Ty Valkyrie. So there's a few people there as well. Rousey and I'm going the poll ready, guys, don't worry. Rousey, Baszler, Carter and Chance. Get your votes in. There we go. Sammy Guevara versus Dragon Lee or Pac versus Nathan Frazier. I reckon Dragon Lee and Pac for them two at the minute. Both amazing performers, but I think Nathan Frazier's still a little bit green. Mega squash match coming up. I presume it'll be a squash match. or close to one. But I don't want it to be. I want them to get a really good bit of offense in, really put them over. But because they're not 6 foot and built, I do think that Vince doesn't like the look. So fast working chance a royal swanton over the top rope. Shayna looks a little bit sort of worried. So in comes the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. So Rousey with a straight kick to Carter's stomach. But Katana gets a boot to Ronda. Rousey with a knee. Looking for the armbar. Using the ropes. Chance with a super Carter with a super kick from the outside. Helps get the break up of the move. Carter, big splash from the top to the outside, taking out Shayna Baszler. Corkscrew plancher from Chance to the outside on Rousey. That one looking very good. They're getting some offense in, which is nice. But Shayna on the outside while the referee was distracted. Left arm being worked on now by Rousey. In comes Shayna. Judo takedown from Rousey. Flying knee from Shayna Baszler. Gets a 2 count. Shayna got all she wanted from her opponent. Good, yeah, I agree. She looked eager to bring Ronda in, definitely. Like Karen Carter? I like Karen Carter, don't worry. Really good performer. We don't, like we always do, we're a little family here. We like people that come in, we always have a chat with them. The only difference is you can see my face. So Rousey tried to get a distraction clothesline. And Chance really sort of looking quite good. Carter gets the tag. Forearm. And a drop kick to Shayna in the corner. Off the ropes. Reversal by Shayna. Oh, roll into a super kick. Much love to you, Jack. You'll go and have a good sleep. Enjoy work when you end up going. Hopefully he's finished the new Star Trek game. Good night, Jack, dude. Thank you very much for joining. See you in a bit, man. Shayna just gets a kick out at 2 after a beautiful, beautiful super kick right on the button. In comes Ronda. Just a straight kick to the midsection. Ends up picking up Carter. Blind tag. Chance made the tag. Rousey's shoulder into the ring post. So Chance and Carter looking for the after party. Beautiful. 1, 2. Very, very close kick out at 2 after Shayna got involved in the attempt. Drop kick from Carter on the outside to Shayna Baszler. So it's 450 splash with a neck breaker at the same time. Absolutely beautiful. Chance with a crossbody off the top. Gets a 2 count on Ronda. Oh, went for a super kick, but caught in an ankle lock by Ronda. Rousey gets rolled through. Code breaker, chance with the code breaker. Rousey gets a tag. In comes Shayna Baszler. Carter gets another blind tag. Baszler's rolled up by Carter. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Oh, big kick to Carter. Sad suplex from Shayna as well. This is a good match as well. Shayna's getting battered pretty good. The match itself has been absolutely phenomenal. Shayna with a Kirifuda clutch. Carter had no chance but to tap out. That was such a better match than it deserved to be originally. That was a really, really good match. No squash, I agree. We expected a squash, but that wasn't. That was definitely putting them over. We expected the squash. We didn't get it. Oh, we've got Ricochet backstage now. Oh, we've got Bronson Reed there as well. So Jonah's saying that Ricochet is lucky, but Ricochet beat The Miz to qualify. Oh, got Nakamura as well backstage. I'd love to see them two against each other in Japan with that freedom. Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ricochet. This is going to be a banger of a match as well, by the looks of it. I'm on the polls already, guys. Ricochet versus Shinsuke Nakamura up next. Get your votes in. So, Katriana thinks Karen Carter, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Tiffany Stratton, Sasha Banks, and Dakota Kai. Good choices. All great wrestlers. Tiffany Stratton is probably the sort of greenest one, but still NXT Women's Champion is still no mean feat. Karen Carter, one of the newer members on Monday Night Raw, again, still an absolutely amazing performance. That match was absolutely fantastic. Liv Morgan, it's such a shame she's up with an injury because we don't know how long it's going to be. Dakota Kai as well, trying to protect Liv Morgan in the match after Liv got injured and ended up with a more serious injury herself. Sasha Banks / Mercedes Moné doing some great work in Stardom in Japan. And Bianca Belair just losing the SmackDown Women's title at SmackDown? Raw Women's title. Katrina wants to be Mr. Morgan. Yeah, I think everyone probably would be. This is where we struggle with Monday Night Raw because it's been a good show so far, but we are only halfway through, and the second half just does seem to slow down and really, really make it hard work. Nomo's always been a Piper Niven fan, but never given a serious chance. Don't even know if she's still on the roster. Officially, yes. But I don't mean it in a harsh way. I think that she's someone that probably could get released on budget cut season. And I don't want her to. Absolutely amazing performer. She's done great work at Pro Wrestling Eve, which doesn't get as much credit as it probably should. She's had some great matches with Kaylee Ray there. And Dan Reed, who owns that promotion, he pops on to Dynamite every so often. I think he did was it Double or Nothing a couple of weeks ago with our own Ant. She could thrive in AEW. I don't think she's an AEW fit. That's the problem. I think she would do better in Impact because she's that good. And I think that Impact would be able to use her a lot better. We've got Johnny Gargano cutting a promo now. So Gargano's basically going through his career after he got told that there was no place for him. 5 years later, he went from being told there was not a space to being the face of that brand in NXT. I'd love to see Gargano versus Will Ospreay. Hopefully, Gargano's getting if he's getting a video package like that, hopefully he gets a good push now. So, in the ladder match so far for the men's bracket, we've got LA Knight, we've got Ricochet, and we've got Shinsuke Nakamura. That's starting off to be an epic lineup. We've got Nakamura coming down to the ring now. Crowd sing along to Nakamura's theme as well. Crowd are popping tonight for these entrances. He's so charismatic, isn't he? You can watch Nakamura all day long and he's captivating. Great screen presence. So, gotta go catch Rihanna, not a problem. Stick your head back in if you want to. See you soon. Nakamura with a headlock takedown on Ricochet. Head scissors from Ricochet. Nakamura trying to get out. Oh, Nakamura went for a big kick. Ricochet got out of the way. Head scissors takedown. Oh, Ricochet with the rollover. Oh, elbow to the knee, then straight back elbow to Ricochet. Ricochet with a drop kick. Oh, we're going to get Ricochet flying high. Oh, went for a tope suicida. But Nakamura with a big boot to Ricochet. Ricochet with a boot to Nakamura when he was sat on the top turnbuckle, but all the way to the floor. Here we go, Ricochet off the ropes. Oh, corkscrew moonsault. Lands on his feet. Ricochet is insane. Are we going to a commercial break? The screen's gone black. Yeah, there we go. There's a commercial break advert. Ricochet, again, someone that deserves so many props because of how talented he is in the ring. So do we think he's going to win this one then, guys? 2/3 of you think Nakamura's going to be the one? I seriously don't know. It's such a close call. Let's have a read of what's happening on Raw. Or what's been happening. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's not much else sort of being said online about Raw. No, not a lot has been said for Monday Night Raw tonight. '49ers have had a great draft. Quarterback has an elbow operated on. Looking good for this season, I know. I can't wait. Catriana's back. Welcome back. Preseason starts August 3rd. Less than 2 months, I know. it's one where I'm tempted to put a little bet on them to win the Super Bowl this year because of how good our draft has been. Yeah, it's the thing I do miss. So on a Sunday night, I know I sometimes do like an unboxing or something, but if there isn't anything that I need to do work or podcast related, I love sitting and watching a 49ers game. The only problem is they usually put the 49ers game on at 1 o'clock in the morning or like 11 o'clock in the UK anyway. So back on Monday Night Raw, looking for the inverted exploder was Nakamura. Ricochet with a springboard back elbow. Ricochet shoulder tackle into the corner for Nakamura. Ricochet up. Springboard clothesline to Nakamura. Beautiful. Ricochet with a standing running moonsault. And he pulls it out like it's nothing. Shooting star press, moonsault, near enough. It's just so ridiculous. I mean, if you had to pick a gimmick for Ricochet, you'd probably pick Adrian Neville's gimmick, the man that Gravity forgot. Because Gravity doesn't seem to apply to Ricochet. Ricochet with a splash to Nakamura in the corner. Went for another one, but Nakamura got out of the way. Knee to the midsection on the corner. Good vibrations from Nakamura now. Ricochet pushes him off. Nakamura rolls through. Sliding German to the outside. Ricochet with a kick. Nakamura with a second one. Exploder from Nakamura. Is he looking for the Kinshasa? He's tuning up. Nakamura, no. Recoil from Ricochet. Got a surprise on Wednesday, not telling us why not. You can't say that. Proceed the shooting star press. Yeah, the height he gets on that is ridiculous. It's like Montez Ford's frog splash. There's just so much elevation. Ricochet was going up to the top. He could have been looking for it, but Nakamura's met him up there. Ricochet's fighting back. Ricochet drops. Nakamura drops down. Oh, Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed's in, splashes Nakamura in the corner. Attacks Ricochet from behind. So, obviously, Bronson Reed being the heel that he's meant to be. Splashing Nakamura with Ricochet on his back. So, we've got Bronson Reed climbing up to the top. Tsunami to Ricochet. Is he looking for the same thing? Is he going to go for that on Nakamura as well? Crowd shouting one more time. Obviously, heel doesn't do what the crowd does. It might be involving WWE. Okay. You're not going to tell us any more than that then? So we're going to recap of last Monday. Valhalla chasing Maxine Dupree to the back after eating a kick. That helps Imperium get the win last week against Alpha Academy. So we've got Maxine and we've got Alpha Academy backstage. We've got the brains, the brawn, the beauty, and brand management skills. So they're talking about the Viking creeps targeting Alpha Academy. It's saying they're going to take him out with some deodorant. So Chad's saying that Maxine might be ready. So could we be getting Maxine Dupree in the ring tonight or next week? There we go. We're getting the American Nightmare coming into the arena. Up next, we've got Miz TV with Cody Rhodes. So we're going to commercial break. So I've got a poll that I'm going to put out in a second when we just come back to Monday Night Raw, just to see what people think. What do you think of Monday Night Raw so far? Has it been enjoyable enough for you? Seth Rollins versus Shawn Michaels Attitude Era versus New Attitude Era. That'd be a good match. I mean, just Shawn Michaels versus Seth Rollins. I don't care which era. Bryan Danielson versus Bret Hart. Is that a dream match for people? Here's me. Again, amazing booking as always, Catriona. So we're on commercial break. Let's have a look. I can't wait to finish. That one. No, yeah, I agree. Ronda and Shayna versus Carter and Chance was a nice bonus match. I didn't expect it to be that competitive. Them two going one-on-one, I thought would going teams was good. I thought it could have been a lot worse. There was so much that they could have done wrong for that. But Ronda and Shayna really did help to make them look strong, put them over. So yeah, massively impressed by that. Nama. So coming back. So The Undertaker 1 Dead Man show is coming to the UK. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of July. I wish I could get bloody tickets, but I don't. I just can't. There we go. There's a poll for you. It's not match related, but does Brock appear tonight on Miz TV? What do we think? After seeing Slipknot this week, hope he stays out the mosh pit. Is getting old for that kind of stuff. Yeah. Ant won't stay out of the mosh pit. No chance. That's probably why he might. I don't think he's doing Dynamite this week, because obviously he's going to download. I'm going to have a look, see if I can squeeze it in. But I've got work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I think I've got work Sunday and Monday as well. So it's going to be a long week for me. So I've got an American Nightmare coming out now. Miz dancing along in a ridiculous suit. Something, Cody Rhodes. Brock would be a huge bonus, yeah. It would, but I know they like to sort of announce Brock for viewers. But I think that a surprise attack from Brock would be actually great. So yeah, last week Cody issued an open challenge to Brock. I think if we get it at SummerSlam, I don't even want to wait till SummerSlam. If they're building it up now, you want it at Money in the Bank. Last Man Standing, Hell in a Cell, I Quit match. I think any of them three would make it a great rubber match. Just swing over to Wrestle Story. Yeah, that's what I always say, is if we can't do it, Wrestle Story is a great sort of father and daughter duo that will look after you. Crowd going mad for the world chants. on the song. And again, it's a song I could listen to any time of day and it gets me hyped up. Kingdom, Downstate, go listen to it. Till the end, I am my kingdom. Miz suit looks awesome. It's ridiculous, but he pulls it off, and I could see Seth probably wearing the same sort of thing. We're getting Cody chants now. Near enough as loud as the woe. Was that a little dig? Miz just said you look dashing, and obviously Cody had the dashing Cody Rhodes gimmick. So Miz is saying that it's kind of stupid to challenge someone who broke your arm, beat you at Night of Champions, to turn up at any city. So Cody goes, nice first question, Mike. And the Miz goes, my first name is The. Second name is Miz. Crowd are chanting Mike now. Cody said he hasn't heard it being called stupid until just now. So Cody saying it took balls. You know a tiny bit about that. We're going a tiny balls chant as well now. So the Beast is on his annual hibernation, supposedly. So Miz TV will love a bit of drama and will love a bit of controversy. Does the Miz have a surprise? So Miz is going to bring out someone multi-generational talent. Surprise guest. So they bring out Dominic Mysterio. Oh, God. Brock Lesnar's a badass just like Samoa Joe. Oh, definitely Catriona. So we're getting Dom come out with his mammy. The crowd are hot. Such a slow heel walk. Letting the crowd just properly react. What? Dom's here? Yeah. Not our Dom. Not Dom Smith from the podcast. Dom Mysterio. So we're going to Yo Suck chant. Dom was just about to be asked something by the Miz, and Rhea just said, "Quiet, Miz." Dom has something he would like to say. Crowd probably not going to let him speak. Poos. Absolutely raining down. Miz shouting, "Let him talk." Cody saying, "Don't boo Dom," with the most sarcastic tone. Rhea saying, "Sit down, shut up, and show respect to my Latino heat." Soon as Miz says something, you can barely hear Dom over the crowd. So Dom's talking about doing hard time with doing hard time. Cody's a little bird with a broken wing. So a lot of you're struggling to listen. So Dom's basically calling Cody a bad father. Dom saying that Cody should be at home. So Dom's calling Cody a deadbeat dad, just like his father Ray. So Cody's saying that the 15 minutes that Dom spent in prison was really rough. Cody's saying that Dom has a worse prison tattoo than Cody. It was more like the match that Dom had was more like a public spanking. Cody's saying that he knows that he's not the perfect father. Neither is Ray. Oh, what was that? So yeah, admitting that made a couple of mistakes. Ray's made some mistakes because Cody's looking at one. That's hot. That was a good line. Dom, as they're walking out, Cody's back's turned. Dom with a big slap to Cody, and then heads right behind Mammy. Dom shouting, "Come on, deadbeat." Such naughty little Dom Dom. Dom Dom makes me want to low blow him, but his theme is a banger. I agree with that, Vic Catriana. I agree. Dom and Cody would be a crazy match. That would be a great fun match. Crazy good again, yeah. Miz laughing at what's happening. So Cody just clocks the Miz with the cast. Dom having WWE Championship. Coming to Raw, Dom is done, so we kick the Hulk out of it. Sorry, guys. So Dom is done. Kick the Soper kick the hull out of him. Yeah. Cody climbs out of the ring. Sorry. Dom still adds behind Mammy. Just hate Dom. He's doing everything right. I don't mean it like he's a good guy. He's doing everything right to get you to hate him. He's so good. So everyone thought Brock would show up, but he didn't. It was Dom. So we're going to recap of earlier tonight. Seth going up against Damien and a promo. So I've completely missed that line. Seth basically was like, Balor doesn't fare well when he goes up against Seth Rollins. Just betrayed his father. Yeah, I know. Like I said, the crowd reaction at WrestleMania live in the arena was absolutely super loud. Ooh, I missed that one as well. Seth basically was like, no matter which way you look at it, my title reign was still longer than Balor's. Not cool, and I know, not cool. So, yeah, looks like we are going Seth Freakin Rollins versus Damien Priest in the main event. And looking at it, we're getting some tension between Finn and Damien. That kind of thing, usually not by accident. Oh, definitely not. So is it now we're going Zoey Stark versus Natalya? Looking at it, we are. Natalya. Let's get a poll going for you guys. Stark versus Natalya. There you go. Polls should be in there for you. So I reckon this will be a half decent match. I think Trish will interfere though. That's the problem. I think Zoey Stark in the match at Money in the Bank, I think would be a great addition. Even Mammy too. Don't like her, but does she really have to help Dom? Well, that's the whole point of the heel sort of dynamic in it, is it works well together. hooking Dom and Rhea up was a stroke of genius. It was, Nama. It was absolutely fantastic. And I don't think there would be a better pairing for either of them to get the most out of each other. That's probably the best way to put it. He has the heat, she pours gasoline on it. Yeah, exactly. Ridiculous heat that they get. And she thrives on it. And I think that she knows the timing to draw as much heat as possible and the timing to wait before actually saying anything. We hate him, but we love to hate her. I think when they sort of end up splitting from not New Day, Judgment Day, and ends up going as a solo star, I reckon she's going to be a huge face. I think she could be the equivalent of heel Charlotte Flair, face Rhea Ripley. So coming back, we'll be having the Zoey Stark versus Natalya match. So Natalya's already on her way to the ring, so didn't really get a proper entrance, so obviously she's not winning. Absolute veteran now. Been with WWE for about 10 years plus. So sort of tie up. Natalya works into the corner. Big kicks from Zoey Stark. Oh, Natalya with a roll up one. Only a one count. Keeps waist control. Snapmare takeover by Zoey Stark. Natalya with a hammerlock. Zoey Stark switches. Natalya with fireman takeover. Great reversals by Natalya. Goes for cover. Oh, Natalya just took a big kick to the head. Stark with a big stomp to the leg of Natalya. So Natalya, could this be a legitimate injury? Trish on the outside with a big grin. Stark now working that knee. Stark with a bit of an ankle lock. Natalya reverses. And Zoey Stark with an headlock now. Shoulder tackle takedown to Natalya. Big takedown from Natalya. Big back elbow as well to Zoey Stark. Kick to the midsection. Beautiful German from Natalya. Jackknife 1, 2. Zoey with a roll through, kick out. Oh, is Natalya looking for a sharpshooter? Got the sharpshooter in. Zoe screaming, struggling, trying to get to the ropes. Gets to the ropes just. Natalya kicks Zoey Stark on the outside. Zoey got out with the sharpshooter. It doesn't bode well for Natty. I mean, Natty didn't even get her an entrance. So Trish with a kick to Natalya on the outside behind the referee's back. Z360. 1, 2, 3 count. Zoey Stark gets the qualifying win. So we've now got Becky Lynch, Zelina Vega, and Zoey Stark. So we've got the wise man Paul Heyman backstage. So Paul Heyman's inviting us to SmackDown. So Jey Uso is making his historic choice. So the wise man is now being used to put over unpleasant news. So this is one of the times the news is not going to be pleasant. So on Friday, the Anoa'i and the Fatu families could be torn to shreds. So Jey Uso will choose and stand by his brother, by the sounds of it. Solo. So you can share a womb with Jimmy, but you won't be closer to anyone else apart from Roman. Jey Uso will acknowledge that fact, says Paul Heyman. Just using that to put people over these days. Yeah, I mean, it's a veteran that you can end up getting the pin on. So we're going a tag match next. Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin versus Indus Sher. Booyaka Rey Mysterio. Let's get that poll up ready. Almost done, guys. We've got Ant here. Now we're doing Ant. Hello. I've heard about 3 different Beatles comments earlier on. I've had Lego hair. I've had Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. So, yeah. This is usually what happens when I straighten it. It gets quite a nice sort of sweeping action sort of coming down here. So the Slipknot concert, I think, is this weekend because it is Download Festival. Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It's a 4-day this year. There is 2 nights of Metallica. They're playing, I think, most of their new album. 72 Seasons, I think it's called, if I remember rightly. Let It Be. Well, yeah, I will let it be. Tiffany Stratton versus Sasha Banks for the Women's NXT Championship. That'd be a great match, Catriona. I reckon Sasha Banks would have to win that one, though. Let's get some of these sweets up and finally. I've waited long enough, I think. So I'll let you know, Anne. Catriana's been producing some awesome prediction sort of dream matches. We picked up on Walter going up against Minoru Suzuki. How good of a match would that be? Got it right. Yep, going to see Kiss tomorrow. Love you some Kiss. I know you do. And you'll love some kisses as well. There you go. Catriana's got to go to sleep. Got basketball practice. See you later. Have a good night. Enjoy basketball. Yeah, that would be an awesome match, wouldn't it? I think another one was Zack Sabre Jr. versus Trent Seven. And then I said, what about Tyler Bate versus Will Ospreay? Or you could do a tag match 2-on-2. That would be amazing. Mustache Mountain versus Will Ospreay and Zack Sabre Jr. Bret Hart versus Bryan Danielson. Yeah, I don't think your knees can take it anymore, and they struggle with a set of stairs these days, don't they? I know mine do. So I've got Into Share coming out now. We only live once and you will live. Yeah, I don't blame you. You'll have to send a photo of how close you get to the stage on Metallica. I know Dom doesn't like them. I know he says they're overrated. But I still quite like them. I didn't realise you had Alter Bridge on Thursday night as well. Obviously, do you reckon they'll play Metalingus? You've got Ginger. I saw them with Bullet for My Valentine early this year. That was quite good. Friday, Bring Me the Horizon. That'll be a good show. Architect as well. I've really recently got into them. Evanescence, Within Temptation, Pendulum, Asking Alexandria, As December Falls. Oh, Nova Twins. I've seen them live. They were supporting Bring Me the Horizon a couple of years ago. And then Saturday, you've got the Metallica, Disturbed. Placebo I was never a fan of. Ice Nine Kills, again, a good band I've recently got into. In the share, pretty much attacking straight away. No bell was rung, but being absolutely monsters to start with. Death of Anna on Saturday. Motionless in White, again, are another band I've recently got into. And then Sunday, this is where Ant's knees are going to get really messed up because you've got Slipknot, Ghost. I quite like I Prevail as well. What else have we got? Palais Royale. It's a good lineup. Supposed to have an X-ray on your ankle and knee this week. Had to postpone. Yeah, because if they did it, pretty much your ankle and knee would be dust. Seeing away like Edge is coming out, I mean, yeah, you've got to. So Rave missing your classic rock. Oh, check them out if you're not too drunk. I can do you a playlist if you want. Nama says new haircut looks good. Wear yours much the same way. That 60 look never goes out of style. No, I know. This is normally what happens when I wash it, dry it, and straighten it. It does sit quite nice after a couple of days. I mean, that's probably what Ant would do. Not a fan of the lineup, but you get to spend time with your loving Becky. I don't know. The lineup overall, the lineup's not great. You've got good headliners and a couple of good undercard sort of performers. So like the Thursday, Metallica, Alter Bridge, Hailstorm, Ginger. And then the Saturday, Bring Me the Horizon, Architect, I Like Pendulum, Asking Alexandria. Saturday, Metallica, Disturbed, Coed and Cambria, Ice Nine Kills. And then Slipknot, Ghost, I Prevail, Electric Callboy, Hatebreed. They're not bad lineups, not the worst. He's working his way up from the ankle to the hip. Yeah. I went out Saturday night and pretty much my knees, well, just above my knees, are absolutely knackered now. Toe patches right in the sort of, just above the knee, sort of on my thighs. Absolute sore as hell. I reckon Spiders will be quiet this weekend because of Download Festival as well. It's a little new for you, just admitting that you're getting old. So it's called Download Festival Nama. Think of it I mean, you've probably heard of Glastonbury. It's like a heavy rock metal version of that, but they do other bands as well every so often. But they're all sort of that ilk and era, that sort of style. I feel better so. It was worth it. I don't care. It's just muscle ache from sort of going at it crazy hard in Spiders, as always. I've never done Download. I've never done a festival. I've just never got into a festival atmosphere. I keep sort of debating wanting to do one, but I'd probably only do like 1 or 2 nights. I don't really want to do all of it, I think. Seth Freakin Rollins versus Damien Priest. Get that poll going. There we go. Pausing for you, Hassan. Let's get the banner going. So, Rhea's just hit 2 million people on TikTok. Most followed active WWE superstar. Love the thumbnail. Yeah, I quite liked I quite liked that photo. I put in Damien Priest, and that photo popped up, and I loved the original version of the photo. That 3D sort of effect with a hand just looks absolutely amazing. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to go for that one. Never got into a festival atmosphere, but never been. Like I said, I don't know. I think it's more I don't mind camping. I don't mind going to sort of festivals and stuff. But one of the other things that does put me off is the amount of drug use. I've never done any, never interested me, but I know it goes on quite a bit. So I know it's all sort of good natured and it's more relaxed than people imagine, but it's not my. I know you'd look after me. I know you would. I go to gigs every day, every night of the week, if I could, but it's just the sort of constant sort of 4 days being around people I wouldn't like. So Damian Priest coming out looks like an absolute monster still. Again, if you haven't, go back to his Progress days and look at his Punishment Martinez character. Again, an absolutely amazing performer that's been around the block. He's not a fresh up and comer. He's actually been around a while. You feel like you like gigs every night of the week. Well, I mean, you get paid to. Sounds like you're complaining at going to see all these awesome people perform. Again, I've said it for a while. I'd love to sort of watch you work one night because I know you do all sort. Is it the lighting and stuff for shows? I'd just love to sort of watch the behind the scenes sort of style look of what you do. Crowd singing along as always to Seth Rollins' entrance. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think you've got a really cool job. So I love watching anyone work where I think the job itself is cool. I've done bar work. I've done working in a betting shop. A lot of people think a betting shop is better than it actually is. You basically get paid to scan bits of paper, really, and type it into the system. It's not the most exciting. I love my job. I love being paid to technically play with phones. But my enjoyment for the job is being able to help people learn new things on the phone, enjoy the fact that their new phone does so much more than their old one did, and they get to use them new features. Yonis don't think you've got a cool job. No, I didn't think they would. So Seth has got changed out of his black and gold suit he had on earlier on. He's now in his blue and gold ring gear. So they've got a lot of signs for Seth. I'm here for Seth Rollins, Monday Night Rollins chants as well at t-shirts. Sign in the background, Monday Night Rollins. Yeah, holding that belt up now, it is I do actually quite like it. It does look very elegant, very regal. Bell goes, there we go. Are you all staying on the festival grounds and camping? Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's a full camping event. There is glamping available, and I think there is hotels nearby. Damien Priest gets Seth into the corner, talking a bit of trash. And Seth, the big right hand. I didn't realise, but standing Damien Priest right next to Seth, Damien Priest is actually a bigger guy. Damien Priest with a big back elbow to Seth on the ring apron. A beautiful, beautiful leg drop on the sort of ring apron. Damien Priest was hanging over the middle rope. Seth dived up and out of the way, and then in midair twisted to swing the leg drop onto Damien Priest. Beautiful done. Seth's belt looks better than Roman's. Yeah. That is sweet. Yeah. You could say it's too sweet. You could if you wanted. No more. You missed out on all the snacks earlier on. I had pepperami. I had barbecue chicken bites. Oh, that was delicious. The barbecue sauce on them was amazing. Too sweet indeed. Yeah. We're on a commercial break again. There's probably going to be another two before we finish anyway, isn't there? So it's been quite a good show for Monday Night Raw. We had Gunther versus Kevin Owens in an absolute banger of a match. Very physical. We had Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey versus Carter and Chance, the newly promoted team from NXT. Again, we expected a squash match on that, and the match itself ended up being a very, very competitive one. Very, very good match. We had Becky Lynch going up one-on-one with Sonya Deville. Again, that was a solid match. Not as good as the other two that I've just mentioned. We had Zoey Stark versus Natalya. Zoey Stark got the win to qualify for Money in the Bank. That did end up sort of having Trish interference there, which was a shame. Just uploading GM mode to cover. Cool. How's that going? I've seen some of the numbers are doing quite well on it, if I remember rightly. Let's have a quick shifty. Yeah, they've been doing sort of good steady numbers, which is good. Let's have a look. Content on the live. So just coming back onto Monday Night Raw right now. So, going to be some kind of twist to end this. Think Finn will interfere, cost Damien the match, piss off Damien, maybe. Yeah, good numbers, awesome watch time. That's what we're after. I think that's probably what's going to happen, though, Matt. But I could see a straight, clean win from Seth. I think Damian Priest is too good to warrant a screwy finish. We're getting teases of it earlier on in the promo between Seth and then Damian Priest and Balor. Damian Priest said he doesn't need Finn Balor there to help him win, and Balor did look over and did look quite sort of annoyed at that. Damien Priest with a back body drop to Seth on the outside, but Seth lands on his feet. Seth dives off the barricade and up eating a kick from Damien Priest. Yeah, it's slowly being teased, I think, for the promo earlier on. Would it be right if you're wrong? No. I mean, it'd be a great prediction. Damien Priest stomping away at Seth in the corner. So Seth now tied up in the ropes. Big right hand from Damien Priest in the corner again. One, two, kick out. So like that one. Cool. Don't keep up with it. No. Ant's an AW mark. Now we don't care about WWE anymore. He thinks we're all peasants that watch it. So I did have a look at earlier on at what I always do, which is wrestlers' birthdays. Today, or when I say today, I'm talking the 6th of June, because in the UK it is almost 4 o'clock in the morning. You have got Ahmed Johnson and Drew McIntyre's birthdays. How are we doing, Peter? Are you doing good, dude? Peace from New York City, Dapper Dan. Everyone's been saying that the air is a bit more dapper today. It's got a bit more sort of Beatles vibe to it. Do it like that. Is that more Beatles? I know you don't. I'm only winding you up. Damien Priest. Well done, a bit of a submission. Oh, big forearm to the spine of Seth Rollins. Big grin on Damien Priest's face because he's got the upper hand. Oh, Seth with a big back elbow, and again. Third one. But then off the ropes, and another big forearm to the spine. And Tagari to Damien Priest, rocks Priest. With a look like that, I know you will be back. What reference is that one? Is that a Beatles reference again? Because we've said it looks like Lego hair. It just looks like you can pick it up, pick the full thing off, swap it for another one. Seth with a chop, right hand, chop, another right hand. Off the ropes. Damien Priest reverses. Seth counters that one into a lariat, but doesn't take Damien Priest down. And again, Priest almost down to one knee. Seth with a super kick to the midsection, another kick, and then a clothesline. Now down goes Damien Priest. Now I've looked at the lineup. A Download Fest looks like Metal is Live. Yeah, it's one of the biggest festivals in the UK behind Glastonbury. Oh, backbreaker to Damien Priest. Seth Rollins to the apron. Climbing up. Is he climbing up? Yeah. Slowly climbing up. perched on top, went for a big frog splash off the top. Damien Priest rolls out the way. Priest with a kick to Seth. Big elbow in the corner to Seth. Again, Seth got a kick to the midsection. Swings in, going for a pedigree. Sunset flip, caught him. Gets a 2 count, does Seth. Sling blade to Damien Priest. Seth's feeling it. Seth's calling. Seth's back's got a few marks on. Off the ropes. Suicide dive, but Damien Priest catches him. Face plant to the announce desk. Goes Seth. Never heard of most of them, but great names. There's a lot of great bands that play Download. So, out of the lineup, Noma, the ones that I'd probably recommend, Ginger, Jinger. Asking Alexandria are great. I've loved them for a while. Architects, they're a great band. What else was the Punk Rock Factory? If you like sort of like the proper catchy pop punk stuff, they're a great band to listen to. Nova Twins, I've seen them live. They are absolutely fantastic. Really put on a good show. Ice Nine Kills, again, absolutely great band that I've recently got into myself. Death Havana, I've heard of them a few times. There's a few good songs. Motionless in White, again, absolutely great band. Who else? And we'll always say Ghost, because they are absolutely spot on. I Prevail, band that have recently not recently grown, but they did a cover of a Taylor Swift song which absolutely made them blow up and absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look who else is the Set It Off. Yeah, there is a few good bands there to check out. I know, see, told you. I wasn't even looking and I knew he'd put Ghost. All bands I named, only know a few of them. Quite looking forward to Ice Nine Kills, yeah. I've just sort of put a load of stuff of theirs on my playlist. Never mentioned Zelvana or Gua. They're both good bands, but Gua have been around for quite a while. Elvana I've never heard of myself, but if you'll like them, I'm pretty sure they're amazing. Gua actually made an appearance on the Bam Margera show, Viva La Bam, and ended up playing in his back garden on one episode. So that's how I was introduced to Gua. And that's probably 12, 13 years ago minimum. They basically wear big, big suits to make them look like sort of mythical monster type things. A really, really cool looking band they've got. Elvana are a Nirvana cover band with Elvis as the lead singer. Now, I was never a big Nirvana fan in all honesty. That's probably why I've never heard of them. So, Priest on the top 10 buckle, and Seth's climbing up to meet him. Crowd singing Seth's theme to try and get behind him. Priest with some clubbing blows to the back of Seth's sort of spine. Seth drops down. Priest getting positioned. What's he going to go for? Oh, Seth dives up to the top rope. So perplexed. Keeps hold. Oh, Damien Priest manages to almost reverse it, but Seth's power. Falcon Arrow, 1, 2, kick out. Lead singer of Gwar died a while back. That's a shame. Got to see him before he passed. That's good. I mean, they're a band that I would never go see live, but they do put on a good show from what I've seen. I have seen sort of a few clips of them on stage, and they are a performers band. Crowd singing "This Is Awesome." Seth's got that look in his eyes. Is he going to go for a suicider again? Off the ropes. Going. Picks up speed. Dive into the Priest. Priest into the announce desk. Seth's in again. Second one. Is it going again? Goes for a hat trick. Third time. Priest goes over the top of the announce desk. Lands in a pile on the floor. Priest's just getting back to his feet already. Not wasting time. Seth throws Priest into the ring. Seth gets in. Super kick from Rollins. Seth's climbing up to the top turnbuckle. What's he going to go for? He's going to go for that frog splash. Goes froggy. Beautiful frog splash. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 to retain. Seth gets some beautiful height. Not as high as Montez Ford, but still some beautiful height on that frog splash. Seth said that the new championship that he's got is the Workhorse title. I thought that was the IC title. Seth went for a discus forehand. Priest caught it. Priest trying to chop Rollins down with some kicks. Rolling elbow from Seth. Went for a neck breaker. Oh, beautiful counter. That was a beautiful counter from Damian Priest. Face planting Seth. Went for a 2 count. Went for a pin only, got a 2 count. Headlock driver, Corey called it. That was such a close count. Priest was looking for that razor's edge. Looking for South of Heaven. Oh, Seth flips over. Chops to Priest. Right hand from Priest himself. Priest went to chase Rollins down in the corner, but Seth got the boot up. And spinning enziguri from Priest to Rollins, who was sat on the top turnbuckle. Priest top rope hurricane runner from the top from Damian Priest. That's such a big guy doing that sort of maneuver. Absolutely flying into that. Only gets a 2 count on that pin attempt. Again, another banger of a match. This is going to be hard to call the match of the night for me. Oh, big clubbing clothesline to Seth. Priest is holding Seth's arm so he can't even go down. Priest saying he's got something for Seth. Seth counters. Gets the pedigree. Seth struggling to get over to make the cover. Gets the arm over. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Priest. So close. We're going, this is awesome. Chance, I agree. Pretty much every match tonight has been awesome. On the apron now. Bell ringing by Priest. Seth taking out the leg of Priest as well. Oh, that was a rough landing. Went for like the buckle bomb on the barricade. Pretty much missed the barricade. And just landed straight on his sort of span. Oh, there's Balor. Balor just ate a super kick from Seth. Close line from Damian Priest. Turns Seth inside out. Priest, south of heaven chokeslam. Is he going to do it? Takes a few seconds to try and get to that pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Seth had an extra few seconds after that south of heaven chokeslam. Priest feeling that shoulder. So they're teasing it again still. Priest asking Bella why he's here. Priest looking for that razor's edge, but his shoulder's playing up. Super kick to Priest, then a forearm. Clubbing forearm to the back of the neck. Stomp from Rollins. 1, 2, 3. Seth gets that win. Beautiful, hard-fought match. Absolute banger of another match. Balor's in the ring with Seth sort of with his back to him. Seth turns around, sees Balor. Is this what we're going to get at Money in the Bank? Balor versus Rollins for the title at Money in the Bank, maybe. I think that's what they are teasing. Good for Priest. Oh, it was beautiful showing for Damien Priest. Really, really good performance from both men. So that is the end of Monday Night Raw. Let's get the Raw recap banner. Oh. There we go. Seth and Priest going to be cross-threaded after this. Yeah. That was absolute beautiful performance from both men in the match. So, going to go through the Raw recap. I know I don't waste time on these ones. I like to get them done so I can go to bed because it is 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to start with my performer of the night, and I'm going to give it to Carter and Chance because I think that was a great showing. Even though they took the L, I think that for your first match going up against newly crowned women's tag team champions in Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, they got a lot of offense in. They did actually have a good, solid performance going up against both members of the teams. So Chance and Carter, I think, are going to be big stars on the show. I do think they probably will end up getting split up at some point because that is usually the case. But I do think that as a starting point, that was a phenomenal first match to have on the show. Raw could end up being the reason to watch WWE with a new title, putting on actual matches. Exactly. And if they're as good as that, that is a solid match from start to finish. And I mean, both performers know how to work a match. That's the great thing about them. Exceptionally good Raw tonight. The only real bland match was Zoey and Natty. Exactly. That's literally what I was going to be coming to next. My match of the night. It could literally be 3, 4, 5 different matches. Like I said, you had Kevin Owens versus Gunther. Crazy good match. You had the tag match that I've just mentioned. Again, for a first match on the main roster, it was really well done. You had... What was the other one that we had? We've just had Seth versus Damien Priest. Again, absolutely crazy good match. I'll need to go back. Nakamura versus Ricochet. I forgot about that one. Again, really, really good match. 2 people involved in the Money in the Bank match this year. We did have Becky Lynch going up one-on-one with Sonya Deville, which again was a good match. And that was more about the Trish Stratus and Zoey Stark sort of appearance there, really. But Zoey Stark going up against Natalya was probably the weakest match on the night. But it was to put Zoey Stark over. Thank me for my hard work. I mean, I'm sat here eating snacks watching wrestling. It's not that hard. It's hard staying awake, but that's the hardest bit. If you didn't watch Miz TV, go watch it. It was quite entertaining. Miz had Cody, out comes Dom and Mammy. Tremendous heat between them. There could actually be a Cody and Dom match. I think maybe at Money in the Bank, depending on how his arm goes. And then Brock at SummerSlam. So I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be disappointed if that was the route. So many years ago, Ant saw Balor and Nakamura versus Austin Aries and Samoa Joe at Download. Was amazing. I mean, seeing Samoa Joe, Nakamura, Balor, to a certain point, Austin Aries, amazing performers, all of them. Dom's been great as this heel. And I said it in August last year, I think it was. Dom has to turn heel to get me to be interested in his character. And in September, he went heel. And since then, it's just been improvement after improvement after improvement from every single aspect of his work. In-ring work was good, but now with a heel character, it suits him a lot more, I think. Promos, if he can speak, because you could barely hear what he was saying tonight, he can actually pour on a half-decent promo. He's got such a heat magnet with Mammy there. It's just such a good pairing. I think out of Judgment Day, you could take them two out and just have Priest and Balor as a tag team, and they could absolutely skyrocket Rhea Ripley to the main event scene and keep her there for many years. Dom, I think it'll take a bit of work, but with the character work he's got now, he could be put into any feud. If he won Money in the Bank, the place would tear the house down in terms of the boos. So yeah, we've done the match of the night, which I was going to say is Gunther versus Kevin Owens, but very closely followed by pretty much every other match. My grade of the night, if it was just matches, it would be a 9 out of 10 easily. It was that good of a show. With the amount of commercial breaks and a couple of little bit of interferences on the matches, I would probably drop the show down to an 8 out of 10 for a Monday Night Raw, which is absolutely brilliant. It's gone 4 o'clock. I'm still here. I'm still awake. I'm still excited about how good their matches were. I'm probably going to go back and at least watch the highlights tomorrow, just because Nakamura versus Ricochet was outstanding. Rollins versus Priest, amazing. So, yeah, it has been an absolutely corker of a show. There is not going to be a Dynamite this week at the minute. The only reason I'm saying at the minute is it depends how I'm feeling on Wednesday night after I finish work, because I have got a 7-day straight run. If I'm feeling up to it, I may do it because it is only a 2-hour show. And I don't mind the 2-hour shows. I really enjoyed SmackDown the other night, even because it was a 2-hour show. But yeah, thank you everyone that has joined me tonight. Whether it's a minute, 5 minutes, or an hour, we appreciate every single one of you that does join. If you haven't already, do like and share the video, subscribe to that channel, hit that notification bell. That way you know when we're going live. And if you want, give me a follow on the Twitter at DanHargreaves88. We're going to give it a Claymore. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh yeah.
This is the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. Well, hello and welcome to Give Me a Hall Yeah. I hope everyone there, right there in Yorkshire, is having a nice day. Bang, bang. Have a nice day. Yeah.